How's it going, everybody? So today I went and bought me a motorcycle lift from Harbor Freight. Got it off of Facebook Marketplace. So that's going to be the project today, is putting that up here in the garage so I can do fun things to the bike. Anyways, I will show you how that process goes. I'll be right back when I get it unloaded. So if you guys are looking at buying one of these, they come in like a wood crate. And just pop that off. About to pull it out of the plastic here. So this here's the front of it. And this would be the back where you write up on instructions. Maybe we'll look at those. I got some stuff underneath here, assuming that's hardware. This would be the ramp. Hold on a second. There's the ramp. It was just tucked up underneath it here. This is probably part of the wheel chock. The pedals to jack it up with. What else is under here? Trash. I'll be right back after I get that out of there. Alright guys, so I got it unloaded. It's about 300 pounds, so they say, so it's pretty heavy. Didn't film unloading it because I'm doing it by myself, and I'm filming everything on my phone. I don't have a camera to set up and film with. In that little box you get the hardware, get a bunch of bolts, washers, nuts, some U-bolts, a couple wheels, the big wheels for the back that look like they go on right here. Then we have the ramp right there, and that's for the back where your rear tire sits. Then we have the pedals to jack it up and let it down with, the safety bar pin, and this is the wheel chock that comes with it, the front wheel chock. I've heard that it's not a very good wheel chock, so maybe I will be changing that out, or I may put this on there since I already have it to set the front wheel in. I've seen a video where they do that on YouTube as well. So I'm going to get to putting this together, and then I'll hit you back up when I'm done. Alright guys, I got the back wheels on. They just slip right on there. Then you have a washer and a cotter pin goes through on both sides, and that's it to put the wheels on. Then the front ones, the little swivel wheels here, they just have a 10mm bolt. They have 4 of those with locking washers on the other side. You have 2 of those to put on. Not too bad. Then we're gonna set it up and put the next parts on. Alright, I think this is how this goes. I guess we'll find out. The smaller one goes back here, just slips on there. The bigger one here slips on that one there, and then it should just be jacking it up. Get the leg work out in here. Doesn't go very high with each pump, that's for sure. It'll definitely be nice working on the bike on this instead of laying on the ground. Alright guys, that's jacked up all the way, and now I'm just sitting on my chair. Just got a little rolling chair, so that'll be pretty decent height to do oil changes and stuff on. Let's see what this wheel chock's gonna look like. Assuming this will sit about right in there, those two holes, and then this will go on the front right there. Doesn't look like it's going to be a very sturdy wheel chock, that's for sure. That'll just slide in there like so. Anyways, that's going to be the next piece to put on. Sorry if I keep moving around. It's not very easy doing this by yourself. And then this, I believe, goes this way. That just sits like that. Pretty simple. Let's try this wheel chock. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's my thoughts on this. This wheel chock is crap. I can't put the bike on there myself. I got some ammo cans that I had, and I set those down so I could put my feet on them about where I figured my feet would be. I got the bike up here, and it rolled right on nicely. But then when I get off the bike to tighten this down, this part here down, it's pretty sketchy. The bike wants to fall over. You go to tighten that, and it doesn't get tight enough to hold the front wheel. So I'm trying to hold that and put these straps on, and it's just not quite doable for one person. That might be okay if there's a second person to tie it down. Well, the one guy sat on it and held it. But if I'm doing this by myself, that's just not going to work. So I'm going to take and have to get some bolts and put my wheel chock there on the front of that, and that will, I'll be able to ride my bike up in it, and then that wheel chock will hold it while I can get off and put my straps on. So other than that, I think the lift is pretty nice. I'll be back once I get some bolts to do that. I think I'm gonna have to drill some holes in here somewhere. So that's gonna be my next step. I'll let you guys know how that works out. Alright guys, so I finished up the motorcycle lift here. I put my bike on it. I ended up going with this wheel chock here. Works out perfect. I drilled some holes down here, put 4 bolts in it right there, mounts up, and it works great. Couldn't be happier with it. Well, till next time, hit that like and subscribe button. Later.